the most shocking family threat ever recorded in history. 1975, Philadelphia to New York. Joe Frazier's father, Dolly, calls Muhammad Ali, and his words are recorded on telephone tape. "If you kill my son, we'll find you." This recorded threat remained secret for 47 years, until FBI files were opened, because this wasn't just a father's threat, it was also a federal crime, interstate threatening. But Dolly doesn't care. He'll do anything to protect his son, even federal prison. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, September 15th, 1975, 11:30 p.m. A small house in North Philadelphia. Joe Frazier's childhood home. Dolly Frazier sits in the living room, coffee cup in hand. But he's not drinking. He's thinking, worried, 65 years old. He's spent his life supporting his son's boxing career. Took Joe to the gym since he was 11. Watched every fight, celebrated every victory, cried over every injury. But now it's different, because Joe is going to Manila. He'll fight Ali for the third time, and Dolly knows this fight is different, dangerous, potentially deadly. Joe's medical condition isn't good. His left eye has damage from previous fights, detached retina risk, vision problems. Doctors gave warnings, but Joe isn't listening. "I'm fine, Dad," he says constantly. But Dolly can see it. The problem in Joe's eyes, slow reactions, depth perception issues, and Ali is desperate at the end of his career. One more loss and everything's over, meaning Ali is dangerous, like a cornered animal. He could do anything. He could permanently hurt Joe. He could even kill him. Dolly spends sleepless nights with these thoughts, because as a father, he has his greatest fear, losing his son. Old school family, Philadelphia black community, honor culture, respect culture. Family protects family, always, no exceptions. A plan forms in Dolly's mind. He can't stop Joe, too stubborn, too proud. But he can influence Ali. He can send Ali a message, clear message, family message. That night he makes a decision. He'll call Ali, give him a direct threat, family threat. 11:45 p.m. Dolly picks up the phone. He knows Ali's New York number, public information. Got it from Joe. Phone rings, once, twice, 3 times. "Hello?" Ali's voice. Familiar, but surprised. Late night call, unexpected. "Muhammad Ali?" Dolly's voice, deep, gravelly, serious. "Yes, who is this?" "I'm Joe Frazier's father." Silence. Ali obviously surprised. Why is Joe's father calling him? Late at night. Direct. "Mr. Frazier, how are you?" Dolly doesn't appreciate the courtesy. Gets straight to business. "I'm not good, because my son is going to Manila to fight you." Ali, still confused. "Yes, it'll be a great fight." "Not a great fight, a dangerous fight. Joe's eyes aren't in good condition. You know this." Ali, uncomfortable. "Mr. Frazier, this isn't a business conversation. This is exactly a business conversation. Life and death business." Dolly's voice getting harder, more threatening. At this point, Dolly does something that will remain secret in FBI files for 47 years. Hit that like button, because this recorded threat is the most shocking family intervention in American boxing history. "Muhammad, I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to listen carefully." Ali, sensing the tone change. "Mr. Frazier, quiet, I'm talking now." Authority in his voice. Old school black father, authority, demanding respect. "Joe is my son, 31 years old, but still my baby, and you're threatening his life in Manila. Mr. Frazier, I'm going to finish. You're going to listen." Silence. Ali, intimidated by the old man's authority. "If you permanently hurt Joe in Manila, if you make him lose his eyes, if you end his career, or God forbid, if you kill him." Pause. Dramatic pause. We'll find you. What do you mean? We'll find you, Muhammad. Me, Joe's brothers, cousins, Philadelphia family. All of us will find you. Ali's voice shaking slightly. Mr. Frazier, is this a threat? This is a promise. Family promise. But you might be world champion. You might be famous. You might be rich. But you can't hide in Philadelphia. You can't hide in America. We're family, and family protects family. Silence on the phone. Ali processing what he's hearing. Do you understand me? Mr. Frazier, this is a federal crime. Interstate threatening. Dolly laughs. Cold laugh. Federal crime? Boy, I'm 65 years old. I'll spend the rest of my life in prison for my son. Do you understand that? But, no but. You fight carefully in Manila. Don't try to hurt Joe. Just box. Clean boxing. If Joe wins, congratulations. If you win, congratulations. But if Joe takes permanent damage, what happens? You'll have problems with our family. Generational problems. Forever problems. Heavy breathing on the phone. Ali clearly shaken. Mr. Frazier, I'm just a boxer. You're a dangerous boxer. Desperate boxer. Your career is ending, and desperate men do dangerous things. I know this. I don't want to hurt Joe. Good. Remember that. Remember it in Manila. But fighting is this. Violent sport. Violent sport, yes. Murder sport, no. You know the difference. Ali quiet, thinking. Joe is a strong boy. You're strong too. Have a good fight, but a clean fight. Respectful fight. Family is watching. Okay, Mr. Frazier. And Muhammad? Yes? This conversation stays between us. Joe shouldn't know. Nobody should know. Family business. Understood. Good. Take care of yourself. And remember in Manila, family is watching. Dolly hangs up, places the phone back, his hands shaking slightly, because he just committed a federal crime. Interstate threatening. FBI matter. But he doesn't care. He protected his son, protected family honor. Job done. Did this conversation shock you? Hit subscribe because the consequences of this threat, recorded in FBI files, completely changed the Manila fight. Ali hangs up the phone, but his hands are still shaking. 33 years old, world champion, famous globally, but just threatened by a 65-year-old father, and the threat is real, serious, dangerous. Ali knows Philadelphia family culture, old school honor culture. They protect each other. For generations. And Dolly was a serious man. The threat was real. Ali couldn't sleep that night because he realized this isn't just a boxing match. This is potential family war. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, Dolly is also sleepless because he just committed a federal crime. Phone call probably recorded. FBI probably investigating. Interstate threatening is a serious offense, but no regrets. Family first. Always. 3 days later, FBI field office in Philadelphia receives a report. Anonymous tip. Death threat made to Muhammad Ali by Joe Frazier family member. Agent Robert Sullivan is assigned the case. 15 years FBI experience. White-collar crime specialist. But this is different. This is sports-related, celebrity involved, high profile. Investigation begins. Phone records checked. Dolly Frazier identified. Background check run. Clean record. No priors. Hard-working man. Family man. No criminal history. But the threat is serious. Interstate telephone threats are federal crimes. Potential prosecution. Agent Sullivan calls Dolly for an interview. Philadelphia field office. Small room. Metal table. Recording equipment. Mr. Frazier, federal investigation regarding phone threat made to Muhammad Ali. Dolly calm. Expected this. Yes. Did you call Muhammad Ali on September 15th, 1975? Yes. Did you threaten him? Dolly thinks carefully. I protected my son. Is that a yes or no, Mr. Frazier? I told him to be careful with my boy. Family protects family. Mr. Frazier, exact words, please. What did you tell Mr. Ali? Dolly looks straight at the agent. No fear, no shame. I told him, if you kill my son, we will find you. Agent writes notes. We meaning? Family, Philadelphia family, Frazier family. Mr. Frazier, that's a federal crime. Interstate threatening. Serious offense. I know. So why did you do it? Dolly leans forward. Agent, are you a father? That's not relevant. Very relevant. Are you a father? Agent hesitates. Yes. How many children do you have? 2 sons. Good. Then you understand. If your son's life is in danger, what do you do? Call police, legal authorities. Dolly laughs. Police can't enter the boxing ring. Federal agents can't sit in the corner. In the ring, there are only 2 fighters, and one of them is my son. Agent understanding, but has to do his job. Mr. Frazier, you broke federal law. I followed father's law, family law, higher law. Court won't recognize that law. I don't answer to court, I answer to God. And God understands a father protecting his child. Interview continues for 3 hours. Dolly admits everything. No denials, no lawyers, just truth. Agent Sullivan writes his report. Recommendation, no prosecution. Reason, elderly father protecting son. No criminal history, no actual violence threatened. Just warning given. Federal prosecutor reviews the case. Decision, no charges filed, not in public interest. Would waste resources. Case officially closed, but files sealed. National security excuse, actually celebrity protection, to protect Ali's reputation. 47 years later, 2022, Freedom of Information Act request, files unsealed. Dolly's threat becomes public. Boxing historians shocked. This level of family protection unprecedented. Father threatening world champion to protect son. Manila fight proceeded. October 1st, 1975. Ali fought carefully, no dirty tactics, no intentional damage attempts. Clean fight, respectful fight. Joe lost the decision, but career continued. Vision problems, but no permanent blindness. Family threat worked. Dolly never discussed this incident publicly, remained family business. But Joe knew. Deep down, Joe knew his father did something. Because Ali fought differently in Manila. More respectful, more careful. Years later, Joe asked Dolly directly, Dad, did you say something to Ali before Manila? Dolly looked at his son. I protected you. That's all you need to know. How? Father ways, family ways. Joe never pushed further, respecting his father's privacy, respecting family code. Ali never mentioned the threat publicly either. Gentleman's agreement. Some things stay family business. Dr. James Peterson, Philadelphia family dynamics expert. Dolly Frazier represented old-school African-American family structure. Father as protector, family as unit, honor as priority, federal crime committed, but family law followed. In modern psychology, this would be seen as toxic masculinity. But in the 1970s, especially in Philadelphia black community, this was normal protective behavior. In modern boxing, this incident would be impossible. Too much legal oversight, too much media attention, too much federal monitoring. But 1975 was a different world. Families handled problems internally. Fathers protected children directly. Honor culture dominated. Share in the comments. What did your fathers do to protect you? Would you even commit federal crime for your child? Dolly's threat is unique in boxing history. Never before, never since, has a fighter's father directly threatened the opponent. Parental protection instincts override legal concerns. Family law trumps federal law. Love conquers legal consequences. Legacy: Dolly Frazier proved family protection is unlimited. No boundaries, no exceptions, no consequences too great. Joe learned, family always protects, always watches, always cares. Ali learned, some opponents have families willing to die for them. Boxing world learned, never underestimate a father's love. Modern families. Technology changed, but parental protection instincts remain the same. Parents still sacrifice everything for children. Difference? Modern world has more legal consequences, more surveillance, more federal oversight, but parental love unchanged. Question remains: would you commit federal crime to protect your child? Dolly Frazier answered, absolutely, without hesitation, every time. FBI files prove some threats come from love, not hate. Some crimes come from protection, not aggression. Some federal violations come from family loyalty, not criminal intent. Courts understand law. Fathers understand love. Sometimes they conflict. Dolly chose love, accepted federal consequences, protected his son. Mission accomplished. Phone call lasted 7 minutes. Consequences lasted a lifetime. Federal investigation, sealed files, family protection legend. But most important, Joe survived Manila. Career continued, family intact, mission successful. Price: federal crime record, sealed but recorded. Benefit: son protected. Family honor maintained, paternal duty fulfilled. Worth it? Dolly would say yes, every day, every time. Subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss family protection stories. Parental protection stories await you. Dolly Frazier died in 1998, age 88. Natural causes, surrounded by family, including Joe, including grandchildren he protected through proxy. At his funeral, Joe spoke, my father always protected me. Sometimes I knew how, sometimes I didn't, but always protected. What I know now, protection has no limits when it comes to family. Fathers do extraordinary things for children. Dolly Frazier committed federal crime to protect his son. Would do it again. Every father should be so protective. Ali, privately, expressed respect through mutual friends. Joe's father was a real man, family man, protective man. I respect that. Threat worked, made me careful, made me respectful. Good father does everything necessary. Boxing historians. Dolly's threat was unprecedented but understandable. Parental protection instincts override legal considerations. In the modern world, this would be impossible. Too much legal oversight. But in 1975, families handled business directly. Legacy continues. Protective fathers watching sons willing to sacrifice everything. Dolly's phone call. 7 minutes that changed boxing history. Proved family love conquers legal fear. Federal crime, yes. Parental love, absolutely. Questions for the modern world. Technology changed. Legal system evolved. Federal oversight increased. But parental protection instincts unchanged. Would modern fathers make the same choice? Risk federal prosecution for child protection? Dolly Frazier said yes, proved it, recorded it, left it for history. Family protection, no limits, no exceptions, no federal consequences too great. That's what fathers do. That's what families are for. That's what love means. 47 years later, Dolly's lesson remains. Protect family, accept consequences, no regrets, Philadelphia style, old school style, father style.